Let's talk event number 4 now. And this is one that maybe Maxime might not be able to ace like he has the other 3. Now, this is the Deadlift for Reps. There's going to be a whole lot of weight on that barbell. They have to complete as many reps as possible. 2 athletes completing head-to-head, 60-second time limit, 775 pounds on the barbell.
You're probably going to laugh the first 5 reps that Jerry pulls on this. It's going to be really super efficient and kind of easy. Like when is the weight going to hit the bar?
So Alexei Novikov is one of the men who has already qualified for the Arnold Strongman Classic in March as the Arnold South Africa champion, trying to improve on his 7th place performance last year. Jerry Pritchett, meanwhile, is trying to keep his string of consecutive appearances at the Arnold Strongman Classic alive. He's been there every year since 2013.
Super wide foot placement. So he takes his height and negates that height and makes himself actually shorter for the pull.
We're underway. So Pritchett, 1 rep down. Novikov with 1 rep down. Novikov a much more narrow stance here.
Much more narrow stance. He should be a little bit wider. Look at Jerry, just a machine. 3.
That's 4 for Pritchett.
4.
He's through 5, and we're not even at the 40-second mark. And there's 6.
He's going to cause a lot of space between him and the other athletes in this event. Alexi's walked away.
So 7 reps for Pritchett, and we're only halfway through.
He's got to hitch a little bit. 8.
Now blood starting to come out of his nose. We've seen this before in some of these heavier deadlift events, but he is through 7. He's got 7 reps, maybe time for 1 more.
Yes, he might should have just paced himself a little bit better.
And it doesn't look like Pritchett's going to give it another try, but 7 impressive repetitions for Jerry Pritchett.
He's got to hit at least 8 repetitions to surpass Jerry.
The clock has started, and Licis has 1. Now 2. So good pace early on here for Martins Licis. He's through 3. That's 4. Now 5 for Licis. That's 6, and we are just about at the halfway point. And Claiborne struggling through a rep. So 7 for Licis right now. So he's tied with Pritchett. This would give him the lead.
There you go. Finish up. Finish up. There you go.
So 8 for Martins Licis, and he is your new leader.
8. Wow. I'm a little surprised these guys aren't closer to 10, however. It's been a long day.
The athletes are ready, and we are underway. Garrison on the left, Kramer on the right, and Kramer just rips that first rep. Garrison struggling. He gets the first one. Kramer through 2 reps, and now 3.
Now watch out. Look how he's looking down on the floor. He gets to his knees. He pulls back and up.
4 down for Kramer. That's 5.
He had to hitch a little bit. He's going to run out of steam. He just needs to pace himself. 6.
6 for Kramer. Getting close to Licis' score, and Kramer's going to have to take a knee here. So Rano Heinle still has some work to do here as he looks to make his 3rd appearance at the Arnold Strongman Classic. Again, he has to finish 3rd or better in this competition. So Heinle's through 1 quickly.
Wow. They both just...
Heinle through 2, Caron through 2 as well. Now both men through 3. 4 for Heinle and 4 for Caron. So rep for rep here. Heinle now to 5. 6 for Heinle, 5 for Caron.
Heinle's getting his hips down really well and pushing his feet down.
That's 7 for Heinle.
Getting his knees, getting the bar to his knees pretty quickly. He's halfway through and he's
8
got 7. He's got
for
8
Heinle.
repetitions.
Wow. And that'll be 9 unofficially.
Leader. Jeff's a great deadlifter. That was a super rep. Very efficient. Okay, who wants 1 more? Where are they?
Heinle's going to go again here with 5 seconds, and Heinle is not able to get it. But unofficially, by our count, it looks like he got 9. He's on to Columbus. Now, Brian Shaw has to win this competition to get to Columbus. And the man he's chasing will be lining up next to him in this event, Maxime Boudreau, the overall leader who has been perfect through 3 events. But when it comes to deadlifting, there are not a lot of guys better on this face of the earth than Brian Shaw. Boudreau is on the left, Shaw is on the right. The score to beat belongs to Rano Heinle, 9 reps.
Really wide hand placement, but Brian's a giant, 6'8", super wide hips. He's going to use that to his advantage.
And the time has begun. Shaw has 1 down. Boudreau slowly gets 1 down. Shaw with 2. That's 3 for Brian Shaw.
Brian's on pace. He's doing well.
And now 2 for Boudreau, and he's going to bow out. So Shaw continues. I believe that's 5. That's 6. So Brian Shaw with every rep is closing the gap between himself and Maxime Boudreau. 7 for Shaw.
The crowd's starting to stand up. They feel it.
This will be 8 unofficially for Brian Shaw. 10 seconds to go.
Wow.
And Shaw is done.
Great effort.
So Boudreau with 2 is going to finish near the bottom of the standings in this event. And Brian Shaw and Martins Licis are going to be able to close the point gap pretty significantly. And it's looking like this thing's going to come down to the final event.
Yes, it is. Brian with that really wide foot placement, pushes his feet down, gets it to his knees and pulls back, completing that repetition. I hear the lion roaring.
What a performance from Brian Shaw, who he got a pitch groove to him here with the deadlift. He knocks it out of the park. So both he and Martins Licis unofficially with 8 reps, Shaw unofficially with 8 reps. So they will tie again. But most importantly for them, they beat Maxime Boudreau by a pretty wide margin, meaning that the point standings are going to look a lot different heading into the 5th and final event. Meanwhile, Rano Heinle wins the event. He may wind up in the top 4 now, 1 spot away from where he needs to be to get himself to the Arnold Strongman Classic.
Super efficient deadlifter, shorter than a lot of the other athletes, tons of hip power, just coming right off the floor, pulls back, paced himself beautifully, 9 repetitions, purely world class. I'm a little surprised though that nobody got to 10. I thought that would be the minimum.
Rano Heinle, 9 reps to win the event. Brian Shaw with 8 reps, and he is reeling in Maxime Boudreau, and Brian Shaw is with Margot Alvarez.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Brian on the floor. You finished that 4th event with 8 reps. Are you happy with that? How do you feel?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm having a little bit of a hard time breathing, but got to fight through. You got to make it happen. I would have loved to put 1 more up, but you know, it puts me in a good spot going into the last event.
And speaking of that last event, you're on the line. What do you need to do to execute to reach your goal?
I mean, I just have to bring it. You know, that's a really good event for me. I'm big and strong. I just got to move with those bags really quickly and get it done.
Well, we're wishing you the best. Thanks, Brian.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Thank you, Margot. Brian Shaw has cut significantly into Maxime Boudreau's lead. This one's going to come down to the final event. We'll have it for you after the break. 5th and final event from the Arnold Strongman USA coming up here on the Rogue Iron Game.